Hurricane Matthew is heading up the coast.
Are you worried? Are you worried?
After doing that to Florida, the storm is headed for Georgia, already bringing heavy rain. And while the storm is weakening, it could still mean a lot of rain for North Carolina.
The greatest impact of the storm are expected to begin Saturday evening, although the rain starts tonight.
And the town of Windsor that got hit hard by rain the last few weeks could see even more.
And we're extremely concerned for that town and the surrounding area.
We are on your side following Hurricane Matthew minute by minute. The storm churned up the coast of Florida, causing flooding and damage. Now, North Carolina officials are telling you to prepare for high water. We have team coverage tonight on the Outer Banks, but first, we start with meteorologist Ashley Baylor, who has the latest track of the storm. Ashley, where is Matthew right now?
Well, as you can see, the center of Matthew still just offshore of Jacksonville, Florida. It is continuing to move off to the north at about 12 miles per hour, but it never actually made landfall. Now, when we say make landfall, it means the eye actually moves on shore. So in a way, that was actually beneficial for this forecast that the eye didn't move on shore, because the strongest winds surround the eye of the hurricane, so the strongest winds did not actually move on shore. So throughout the day, Florida has been contending with sustained tropical storm force winds and then in hurricane force wind gusts. Now, let's actually put a track on this for you. And again, Matthew, right now, winds sustained at 110 miles per hour. It is moving off to the north at 12 miles per hour. So it actually did weaken a little bit, but not by very much. It's a very strong Category 2 hurricane. So here we are. By 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, Matthew will likely weaken again down to a Category 1 hurricane, because as it moves along the coastline, it'll interact with the land and cause friction. And that friction generally causes hurricanes to weaken. So here we go. Towards Sunday morning, going from Saturday night into early Sunday morning, Matthew will likely remain a Category 1 hurricane as it starts to slide off the coast of Wilmington, North Carolina, and then will quickly weaken to a tropical storm by the time we get to Sunday afternoon. And from there, Matthew will continue to move southward and kind of curve back around towards the Bahamas and Florida, either as a tropical storm or possibly weaken back to a tropical depression. But either way, it is going to be moving away for us, but obviously we're going to see some effects here. We're already starting to see some light rain move through northeast North Carolina. We do a little bit of light rain out towards the city of Suffolk and moving through Southampton County. No rain just yet across the peninsula, middle peninsula, or eastern shore, but obviously the rain is already nipping at our heels. You can see those outer bands of Hurricane Matthew continuing to move farther and farther to the north. But it's not just Hurricane Matthew we have to worry about. What's going to happen here is that Hurricane Matthew will continue towards the north, while a cold front will drop in from the north and west. So essentially, we're going to be squeezed in between both of those systems. So we're going to be talking about a lot of rain on Saturday and then a lot of wind to talk about for Sunday. So lots to talk about is the bottom line in our full forecast. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Ashley, thank you. And our team coverage on Hurricane Matthew continues right now. The east coast of North Carolina is under a tropical storm warning. 10 on your sides, Liz Kilmer is live on the Outer Banks. Liz, we know a lot of people are waiting and watching. What are the conditions like right now in Nags Head?
Well, we're not seeing too many problems at this point, Deanna. We've been, in fact, seeing people walking up and down the beach. And a few minutes ago, maybe within the last 10 minutes, we saw someone actually surfing out here. And what you can see is very, very choppy water. Earlier, over on the bay side, we saw another person windsurfing, taking advantage of the strong winds. And you can't really see now, but aside the beach here, there are these windmills, and they're moving at a very rapid pace, certainly getting very windy out here. People we talked to today say they're more worried today about what this tropical storm can bring than they were yesterday, when it looked like that storm had been moving a little further south. At that point, people tell me, well, they kind of breathed a sigh of relief, put their plywood away. But now today, with that storm moving further north, they brought the plywood back out. We talked to a man today who was putting it on his windows, and you can see along the beach here, we have some homes starting to get boarded up. But, you know, right now, people just, they fear maybe this track will change again. They're fearing that maybe this could be somewhat of an unpredictable storm, and so they are certainly getting ready with the plywood. As you saw there, we spoke to people at the grocery store who were stocking up on their non-perishable items, just making sure they're ready for whatever this storm may bring. You'll hear from them, and you'll see the latest conditions here on Wavy News 10 at 10 and 11. I'm live in Nags Head. Liz Kilmer, 10 on your side.
All right, Liz, thank you. And we will get another update from the Outer Banks in just a few minutes. But now let's dive into our top 7 at 7. We start with more flooding fears in North Carolina.